What's up, guys? Dabu7 back at you again. This time I want to talk specifically about off-grid survival. It seems that we've got a lot of people going down this route or thinking about going down this route, and the numbers show that we've got some 20 million preppers in this country. That number has doubled since 2017. It's going to continue to grow as people are looking to break away from the system and break away from all the bills and things like that. But is it really feasible? Can you make it work? Those are questions that arise often, and I have people ask me different things like what we're doing. I've put out videos talking about water catchment already. That's definitely one thing that you're going to want to have on your list. Now, when it comes to this, when it comes to getting off grid, really, first thing that comes to mind for me is getting far out away from what I call the zombies, which are people that are not prepared and are going to come looking to steal and take whatever they can find. If you're out far enough, you're going to get past a certain area where that's really not going to affect you a whole lot. Now, it also depends on where you live. Where I live in Kentucky, everybody's growing. Everybody's got a garden in their yard. So everybody's got that food. And that's something that I would think about as well. If you're in a state that is giving you issues with water catchment and catching water, which is key to survival, man, I think twice. I mean, that's where it all begins. You're going to need to be able to catch water en masse without any problems, any issues for you, your family, and for your crops. Big time. Now, in terms of the location, you're going to have to figure that out on your own. You're going to have to pick a spot that suits you and your needs. But again, I'd get out in the wide open where you can't see a single house or business anywhere. That's where I'd begin. Then whatever you want to build, that's up to you. Size of your family, the type of house. There's all types of different things you can go with out there, from earthships to simple cabins. But regardless of what you build, you're going to have to heat it, power it, and all that. And one of the best ways that I've found out here is solar power. Solar has already done us a world of wonders just with the small system that I've got hooked up in this shed. And we're going to have a much larger system to power the whole house. And be prepared to spend some money on this. I mean, it's something that's going to last you 10 to 20 years. You might want to think about who you go with in terms of supplies, replacement parts. I definitely wouldn't be buying anything out of China, that's for sure. I'd be buying American-made as much as you can, because when it really hits the fan and you need replacement parts for things like solar panels and things like that, you're going to want to be able to get them right here in this country, not waiting months, if not forever, to get it. So solar power, energy, things of that nature, a safe place, water catchment, like I said, dig you a well if you need to. These are things that I would really be thinking about in terms of going off grid. That is the meaning, the definition of going off grid, having no connections to the grid. Do what you got to do with the septic system, outhouse system, looking to things like that. These are the roads you're going to have to go down and think about if you're talking about going off grid. I've been at this for years now, years and years, and it's not going to happen overnight. Even if you've got all the money in the world, nothing's going to happen overnight. It takes time. You got to make sure there's resources around. And for instance, like when we did a build, we helped some people that we know this past summer do a build, and it was kind of difficult just getting the right workers up into the mountains, into the right spot where we needed them. Much less you're talking concrete trucks and all that. All the roads got to be cleared first. We spent years working on roads before anything else. Years working on roads and pathways and clearing spots before anything else. Then finally got to build. So you know, where there's a will, there's a way. It's all that I could say. If you got to take out a loan, credit cards, whatever you got to do it. Devise a plan and get with it. I don't think we got much more time to implement a plan. I'll be going over other things from here in terms of survival, but definitely a lot of people out there going down this path. Join me for the live streams as well, where I talk about this in greater detail in a little bit longer format, and get to talk to you guys in the chat and see what you guys got going on as well. So yeah, make sure to stop in and check my channel as well on X and on YouTube, because they're probably not going to send you a notification for anything. But the time is now to get it together, to break away from the grid. Again, join me for the live streams where I talk about this in greater detail. Hope to see you guys there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Much love, y'all.